Hi guys, welcome to Strength Reversed. My name is Amy. Thank you for joining me. Today I am doing a fun hashtag that was posted by Simon from the Hermit's Cave called Get to Know Your Tarot Tubers. And the hashtag is, I think it's Tarot Tubers A to Z. Or he says A to Z, but in the States, we are less sophisticated. No, I don't know why in the US we are obsessed with British English. Everybody sounds like a prince. Let's see. So I'm going to go through the alphabet, and I just love these little interview things. I'm always fascinated at how many different responses people have, how different people are, but really how we're the same. So A is age, and I debated, should I reveal what the hell? I'm 46. I never thought that would happen to me. I never thought that I would be middle-aged, but here I am, and it beats the alternative. B is book. My favorite, I have lots of favorite books. If you had asked me when I was a kid, I would say, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. But as an adult, one of the books I really love, and I realized my favorite books I have all lent out to people, so I don't have them here, but She's Come Undone by Wally Lamb. I cried at the end just because I missed the main character so much. I loved her. And there was something he wrote about that just really clicked with me. And I love Eric Larson. He writes nonfiction. He wrote The Devil in the White City. This is not my favorite book of his. My favorite book is Isaac Storm. It's about the 1900 Galveston hurricane in Texas. And he also wrote Dead Wake, which is about the sinking of the Lusitania. Both fascinating. Let's see. C is career. The career what I wanted to be when I was a kid and what I actually am. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a teacher. It's all I ever wanted to be. I would always play school. I would bring little notes to my dad and have him sign as the principal. And for a little bit when I was in middle school, I got into languages, and my major in college was actually linguistics. So I wanted to be an interpreter for a while. I wanted to be a professor of linguistics for a while. I was interested in language death and attrition, and I ended up being a teacher. So here I am. I wanted to be a teacher, and I am. Living the dream, right? It's not what it used to be, and not what I thought it would be, and not what they want me to be, but I think teaching is a calling, and you have to want to do it. It can't be just your job. D is dream. My secret dream is to be a drummer in a rock band. I have never played the drums a day in my life. So, whatever. That's a fun little fantasy to have. But there's nothing that I'd love to own a house on the beach one day. But other than that, I would love to be healthy, and I want my son to grow up to be healthy and to be true to himself and to be happy and have a good life. And that's what I dream about. E is essential item. I think I would say my purse, because I have one of those magic mom purses where there's one of everything in there. So I've got a tarot deck. I've got a pair of glasses because I'm blind as a bat without my contacts in. I have my money. I have lotion. I've got some lip gloss. I've got, pepper spray. I mean, I've got everything. Okay. F is my favorite Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And I would have to say probably maybe the Radiant Wise Spirit. I really like the borderless, but I really like my Universal because I like the back and I think the colors pop a little more. So I'm happy with my Universal. Gold or silver? Definitely silver. I've always been a silver gal. I think gold doesn't go as well with my complexion or my hair color, but I'll take either if you're gifting. Let's see. Height, I am 5'9", 5'9" tall. I'm actually 5'8.5", but I've always rounded up to 5'9". I think it makes me sit up a little taller, makes me stand up a little straighter. Let's see. I is ideal day. Probably anything by the ocean. Probably relaxing at home. I am a homebody and I'm super introverted and I like to be alone. I like to be alone with my thoughts. I like to be alone in my house, puttering around with nowhere to be, and that really is my ideal day. Staycations are my ideal vacation. Just staying home and doing all the things I always wish I could do when I have a bunch of busy stuff I need to be doing. J is joke. I'm the worst person at small talk. If I go to a party, I'm the person standing awkwardly, trying not to feel stupid, you know. So I'm not a good joke person. But I did see something funny the other day. I saw a meme, and I'm having an issue with a couple of students wearing strong scents in my classroom. And I'm not especially sensitive to them, but my classroom has it's in the middle of the building and it has no outside air. And I feel like I'm going to choke to death. Like the migraine sets in and I'm not very happy with them. And I found this meme that I'm putting on my board, and it says, "I'm not saying you're wearing too much perfume. All I'm saying is that the canary was alive before you got here." Let's see. K is kids. Is that asking if I have any? I have one. My one and only. He's 9, and he's kind of a curmudgeon, but he loves practical jokes. He has a great sense of humor. He's very sassy, and we have a lot of fun. Let's see, living arrangements. I own a home, and I own it, and it's mine. And I live here with my son, and that's the way I like it. I don't feel like I need to live with my significant other because I think we like each other more this way. There's something to be said for having the chance to miss each other. And it makes our time together more special. We each have our own space, and that's good. I think the perfect living arrangement is maybe 1 block away, or you live at the end of the street or something. We can be together when we want to be together, and we're alone when we need to be alone. M is for Marseille, my favorite Marseille deck. I don't love Marseille decks, and they don't speak to me very much. I do own one, and I got it in 96. I studied in Venezuela, and it's in Spanish, and that's the only one I have. And is it my favorite? It's my only. N is nicknames. Let's see. Michael calls me Sugar. My mom calls me Ama sometimes. But let's see. My friends just call me Amy, or we don't really give each other nicknames the way guys do, I guess. But when I was growing up, my grandpa used to call me Linsky. My middle name is Lynn. Or he'd call me Legs Houlihan or something like that. O is Oracle. My favorite Oracle deck is, I like this one. It's so pretty. It has this like buttery, I love it. And it's bright. And I'm also loving Julia Peekaboo Rose. I'm loving her Cup of Contemplation cards. I've been journaling with those. And so I just recently got these, and I don't regret it. They're awesome. P, I am passionate about, well, I'm passionate about, I am passionate about helping students, helping the kids that I teach become self-sufficient people. I am passionate about people taking personal responsibility, and I'm passionate about people becoming literate and being readers and reading well. And so, yeah. That's what I'm passionate about. I want to, I became a teacher and I teach reading and English because reading has been something that has been so important in my life. Everything I've learned because I can read. And I want to pass that on. I want other people to be able to have that experience. And so, I mean business in my classroom, and that is what I'm passionate about. Q is quote. I thought about this. I wish I have scads of journals, just stacks of journals over the years. And when I find a quote that is meaningful to me, I write it in my journal. And I wish, looking back, that I had a special quote journal, because this is one of those that I can't think about it off the top of my head, but I have a million quotes I've written down. One thing that comes to mind, though, it's actually from a fortune cookie. But it stuck with me, and it said, you can only go halfway into the darkest forest. And that came to me at at the right time, and that has always stuck with me. R is relationship status. I am in a relationship, in a serious relationship. I'm divorced, and now I'm in a serious relationship. And we are not married, and may never be married, and that is okay with me. I don't need to make it legal. I will take jewelry though. S is season. I can find something I like in every season, but I'm partial to summer because I don't have to work. But fall, I love fall weather. It starts feeling crisp. The year starts to wrap up, and so I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel as far as certain goals that I've had, and I'm starting to look ahead, and it's sunny, but the weather's not too hot, and you have pumpkins, and it's Halloween, and I love the fall. U is for upset. What upsets you the most? I think when something is not fair, or when someone doesn't have all the information, and I feel like, no, you have to know the truth. Like, you have to know the whole story, and it bothers me when people don't make sure people know the truth. Like, well, did you tell her? Did you tell her this and that? And I don't like it when things don't. It drives me crazy when things could be easily resolved, or the problem could be easily solved, and people aren't doing what they need to do to solve the problem. Okay, don't get me started. V is vlog. Which are you most proud of, and what is your most popular? I try not to check on stats too much. I turned off my subscriber count just mostly because it was driving me nuts. And I want to just focus on the videos I want to make and not that number. But my most popular video, I think, was the Tarot Happiness hashtag. And I liked that video, but the video I'm most proud of was a 2-part series I did on reversals. And it's one of those videos that I've thought maybe I'd remake in the future, just because I am more used to the technology now. But I worked really hard on it, and it's something that was years in the making, and it's more in line with the kinds of videos I wanted to make, and it was a lot of work. Let's see. W is weakness. Ooh. My weakness is probably dark chocolate. I like really serious, bitter, dark chocolate. I love that. I can't pass up, cake, a cookie, ice cream. I can pass that up if I need to, but chocolate, not sure if I could. Also, I don't drink soda a lot. I drink fizzy, the fizzy seltzer water, but a Coca-Cola is really yummy. Other weaknesses, I'll stick to that. X is X-rated. Ooh, X-rated. Tell us something naughty you've done. I would never tell that. I'm not going to tell you. Something, okay, farting in my ex-sister-in-law's purse because she annoys me. I'm not sure. I'll keep that to myself. Why is yesteryear your favorite year so far, and why? So far, this is my favorite year. I cannot remember years. Like in 19 whatever, I was doing this. I'm horrible at remembering that. Gosh, there have been a lot of good years. 2010 is when my son was born, so that was a good year. An overwhelming year, but a good one. Z is Zen. What do you do to relax and stay calm? I have to be alone a lot. I need a lot of alone time. And I hang out with my son, playing with him, building some Legos with him is always really fun and relaxing. My favorite part of the day is at night when we read his book before he goes to bed. We'll always read together. That's really relaxing and, puts things in perspective. That's really what's important. Other than that, I do yoga. I journal. I meditate. I usually do some sort of moving meditation, like a walk or yoga, or hanging out with friends I find relaxing. But usually to process things, I need to be alone, go outside. Anyway, okay. So this is fun. This is more videos I'm going to have to watch because I love watching these little interview questions. Okay. Anyway, thanks Simon for posting this, and thanks everyone for watching, and I will talk to you later.